Finance and the Director of Development Control will have to address the press, on certain or recent developments. But before that, it is important to let everybody know that it's unfortunate. I don't know why, maybe I was born this period. I have told everybody who cares to know that there are people who will not allow themselves to be intimidated or blackmailed. And one person that I will never allow that. And I know that in doing the right thing, you will step on toes. You will step on toes. Nobody does the right thing without stepping on toes. And nobody knows the day he will die or how he will die. If we know that this is the way we are going to die, we'll probably go and stop it. But because we don't know, so death comes anytime. It can be through one sickness. It can be through one ailment. It can be anyhow. It can be through assassination. It can be through you run into armed robbery. Armed robbers. But what's important is that you one day die. I cry for this country because it's unfortunate. Either we tribalize everything that happens, either we bring religion to what we're doing, or the class you belong to. And no country can ever succeed if we continue to allow impunity, lawlessness. No country, no matter how hard you work, you allow impunity, you allow lawlessness to continue to prevail, that country will never go anywhere. Even amongst government officials, not to talk about private individuals. I have read comments. Yes, I wounded people politically, I have no regret about it. And I could not to wound them where necessary. Yes, people are not happy over it. So when things happen like this, you see all manner of things people will say. I was watching a channel late last night. I saw a lady and a man. You see, sometimes you just shake your head and say, God, laziness can cause a lot of things. People don't read. People don't investigate. I saw the lady saying that Wike has met his match. And you don't want to find out what really happened. What was the problem? How can I sit as a minister? Government officials are being attacked. Government officials are being beaten up. Government officials to the level of directorship. Then I'm sitting in my office doing what? How will such officials carry out their functions again when they know that their principal or their boss cannot protect them? Not as private individuals, as government officials. So many people have had problems. Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, former a general, former head of state, former president, he will call me on phone. Minister, look, there is problem of land here. I say, please, can you? I will solve the problem. That is former head of state, former elected president, we have the courtesy of calling the minister. Look, I have this problem, I have this problem. See how you can look into it. General Tiwadan Juma will call you. Look, there is this and this. These are people who, they're all retired generals. These are people who cause discipline. They didn't bother because they were former chief of army staff. They were former president. They never sent soldiers. They never sent anybody to go and attack anybody. They just call you. And respect begets respect. I have to respect them. And I'll tell them, sir, don't worry. I'll sort out the problem. And I will do. I won't even talk about other people who are highly placed. They will come to you. Mr. Minister, maybe we didn't know of this. If we knew, we would have done it like this. When a serving Major General attacked the development control, I wrote a letter. The President Chief of Defense Staff was Chief of Army Staff then. I asked him, I wrote a letter, sir. See. Because that is a serving military officer. That if anything goes wrong, he's still under the authority, under the control of the military. When I came on board, before them, President Jonathan had awarded a contract to develop another city, which was close to the military, but awarded a contract, not me. A Federal Council presided over by the CNC awarded the job. The contractor went there, he was chased away. I wrote a letter. We met. The late Chief of Army Staff, Alabangi, was there. The former Chief of Defense Staff was there. These same ministers of defense, they were all there. We all met. I said, look, it is not good, this government and government. I mean, it's not, let's see how we can resolve this matter. I never one day, I respect institutions. And I know what it takes. Even as a governor, no governor will say that they supported the military more than me. So I know. But how do you see a private individual knowing fully well that you are against the law? It is not military versus government, no. If it was military, I would have written to them that, look, military, why are you doing this? This is a private individual. Land was not allocated to him. Land was allocated to a company called Santos in 2007 for parks and recreation. They applied to the former minister for change of use. The minister refused. The man went, started selling land. Maybe the former chief of staff fell into their scam, sold. This is government property. It's not your property. If government officials came to say, look, what are you doing here now? This is not, government has sat under the ministerial committee and taken back every land under parks and even under secretariat, because we felt that there are a lot of delays, suits, litigations. We said, no, we won't continue with that. You send this to start beating government officials. Not private, government officials, beating them. Senior government officials, you were beaten. You couldn't even say, okay, let me get to the minister. See how he can help us, No, nothing like that. Simply because you had a relationship with the military. And government cannot enforce laws because you are attached or you had a relationship with a particular institution, or you come from a particular place. Who does that? Who does such thing? How would this country progress? Okay, assuming the land is their own, assuming, do not consider land is their own. You will build without building approval. You will build without building approval. And these are people who travel overseas. Some of you who have had the opportunity to stay overseas, who don't have the opportunity, even when they have a grid at your backyard, you can't even go and extend. You must seek approval from the cities. These are people who are complaining Abuja master plan has been distorted. Now a government has come to put a stop. Say, look, we have to comply with the rules. We have to comply with the rules. If nobody wants to do that, you Ghana people, they write all sort of junks in newspapers. Wike did this, Wike did that. Wike shouldn't have done that. Wonder why did he talk to him? You know, I represent president as a minister. So if, for example, if we are doing something, a minister arrives, you cannot have that decorum, that respect to say, sir, you know, I will get back to you, sir. Can I call my order? Let me see how this matter will be resolved. Nobody talks about that. Security men, he said, bloody police people. Who are these bloody police people that will talk to you? You say you're a commissioned officer. To God be the glory. We thank God. But it is the same government officials that you are beating. They are the ones who made you to be commissioned in the army. It is the same government officials that you are beating. You are not beating private people. These are government officials carrying out legitimate assignment. Legitimate assignment. They are not private people. You are not dragging land with any private person. But assuming they're not considering that they are private people, is that why you should deploy the military? Assuming they are. But these are, you see a whole director, deputy director, senior government officials say, look, it does not occur to you that, look, let me run back, see how I can resolve this matter. Okay, what about those people who are not connected? So how do we implement? How do we carry out enforcement? So it will suit anybody. The government officials will go to civilians or ordinary Nigerians to enforce rules. But when you are related to a particular institution or you have a relationship with a particular institution, government officials cannot implement rules. Is that the kind of country we want? Nobody wants anything done. Everything is, I've told everybody who cares. Even when you are working with me, you will not be here forever. Perfect your document. You don't know who is coming tomorrow. The mere fact that nobody did that yesterday does not mean that somebody will not do it tomorrow. Does not mean. Even if I want to help you, I should be able to solicit. I will not be here forever. Therefore, I have to perfect the document. So when I leave, you will not have yourself to be blamed. That's what reasonable people do. read what one former chief of army staff wrote. He cannot tell me of decency and this. He cannot teach me. This was the same man who came to directed the GOC to rig me election 2019. He couldn't rig me. He lost. He told the GOC that he should kill me. I couldn't be killed. He became agent in the APC primaries for one of the presidential aspirants. He became agent. Look at the rank. Becoming a polling agent. He lost. He's the one commenting that the minister did this and did that. I mean, I've never seen people like this. I have no regret of my political opponents. I'll continue to make them have sleepless night. Whether you're in PDP, whether you're in APSO, whether you're in ADSO, not my business. I have no regret supporting President Tinubu. And I never hid my intention. And I'll continue to do it. So if you like, write anything you want to write. In as much as I know, I'm standing by the side of the law. If you like, bring every ethnicity, coloration in your business. I couldn't have, I mean, anybody should know. I mean, you see a young man, yes, you're a commission, so yes, me, I'm a minister appointed, representing Mr. President. That alone should have given you that decorum. No. But you choose to challenge the minister, the presiding president. And then you think that I'm not a human being, I have no emotions now. You are carrying out an illegal job. When people say order, do you need to carry out an illegal order? When you are, if you are an officer, you are doing something that's illegal. Even if it's a legal order given to you, but that function you are doing is illegal. Police was built here under high tension. Police, even as an institution, not private. They arrested our officials. I said, wow, I went there by myself. Look at high tension. Even if they are worse enemy, you will not encourage that. And I said, no, you can't continue to build. It's not good. And IG came, and I said, look, IG, look at the documents. He said, he didn't know that this. You obeyed. An institution, not as private individual. Nobody will respect law. Nobody will do anything. Even when you take action, I'm aware my coming here as a minister, people were opposed to it. Yeah, but I'm here. And I never one day knew that I was the minister of the FCDA. I was a minister before, but I never knew I was the minister of the FCDA. I will do my job without looking at anybody's face. I will not go. You do this. You were here when ASU went to Senate. ASU said part of their conditions of calling off strike that they should tell the minister to leave the rest of Abuja land. That have I not been seeing the Navy on national television? That they should tell the minister to leave their land. That have I not been seeing the Navy? Carrying like, what have I done? You see, this is the country you are in. And what was the problem? How can a university say they have 11,000 hectares of land? The whole of Lagos is how many thousand? When the Minister of Education called me, I said, my brother, you tell me, go and check. The whole of Lagos is how many hectares? He found that Lagos is only about 300 something hectares. I said, 11,000. He said, yes, my brother. The former minister, said, no, you can't do this. The former, not me. This is what I met. Former minister said, no, you cannot do this. And I carried out what was there. Oh, Wike did this. Wike wanted to take our land. The land, we will take it to where? I will not allow intimidation. I will not allow blackmail. If you like, shout as you want to shout. The right must. Remember when I was a governor? Under Buhari, they have what they call police trust fund. They were deducting money from states. Every governor ran away. I went to court. I said I won't agree. It's illegal. It must be by my support, not this way. I challenge it. And the court said, yes, you are right. When the court gave judgment, other governors wanted to say, they said, no, why did you go to court? I was the governor who went to court against VAT. Yes, I said this is illegal. I challenged it. It became a political issue. It became a religious matter. Everything you do, what does the law say about this? Let's follow the law. Oh, you close PDP secretariat because you are fighting PDP. But you won't ask your question, come, have you paid the money? Are you owing or you are not owing? Up till now, have they paid? So, yeah, because you are fighting PDP. It's not the issue. The issue is that, yes, maybe I'm fighting you if I thought I'm fighting you. You. Were you right? Why do you give your enemy opportunity, for example? If it's your enemy, why do you give him opportunity to do this? You know you are not right. You know you're not right. Nobody wants the right thing to be done. You want to have this road here. You want to have good sanitation. And it's okay, we'll do that. Look at all the big men. Go to Asokoro. Go. See where they bring refuse. Put it in front. They don't want you to go and carry it. Pay for it, you won't pay. Pay for it, you won't pay. All you want, government should come and carry it. The refuse you are the one generating yourself, cooking in your house. You come and dump it. Government's okay. For me to carry this refuse, you will pay 10,000. Tomorrow night, you go and bring military, soldiers. That government refused to carry the refuse in front of your house simply because you have a contact or whatever. So Nigerians should know that, look, we're not talking about private individuals. That you are saying that it is right. Government officials carrying out official function. You are beating them. I mean, who does that? If the government officials had gone to an institution like the military, say, look, you can't do this. It's a different thing. The land is not about, it's not owned by military or any of the arms, Navy, Army, Air Force. No. 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 So many people were thinking, oh, it's a military land. Why did you not write to the military? How would I write to the military? When it's a private individual, how will I write? The one that will involve military, I wrote. And we sat down and discussed. I know how many times communities have come. Oh, that the military have taken their land. Ask, the daughter of land is here. How many times I invited the military? We discussed. It's okay. Community, don't worry. We'll pay you some compensation just to resolve the matter. So I want man who understands the military. I'm sure if you go to that former chief of army staff where he's trading snakes, they also have security men protecting the snakes. as part of the legal function, taxpayers' money, protecting snakes. It has come to that level now. If you're a former military officer, they attach security to you. It's to protect your life, to follow you. It's not to go and do illegal job now. It's not to, if you have a problem with government, you write to government and say, look, see. Government will act of, okay, this man has served the nation now. What do we do? How do we resolve the matter? You give that respect. But not to intimidate government officials. Or intimidate me as a minister. I will not do that kind of thing. No. I will not do it. If it is this position, don't take it. But I want not to thank and respect and follow Mr. President for even considering me fit and proud to do this job. And I know, if I'm living here today, I'm going with my shoulders high. But I've done what I'm supposed to do. I'm not a very minister. No, I'm not. I am not a minister who doesn't know his onions. I'm not. I do. I'm well grounded to know what is good, what is not good. I'm well grounded to know my left and my right. To make everybody happy. And nobody can make everybody happy. Even in your houses, you cannot make everybody happy. Even your children, you can't satisfy everybody. You take the decision, it may not be palatable with the other person, but you have to take a decision. That's leadership. If you like, pay journalists money, let them appear on channels. Pay them money, let them write on newspapers. These are not people I listen to. Those are wounded politically. I will continue to wound you. That injury will still be there. So anytime you wake up, you see the injury, political injury I gave you, you know it's me. I have no regret to it. I will continue to do it. I have no regret that I supported President Tinubu. I have no regret. Because I know that he possessed the leadership to turn around this country. Because I'm not from a particular place, therefore, I cannot do my work. No. All of us, this country belongs to all of us here. All of us. If you do the right thing, every day, oh, Abuja is changing. Oh, they've distorted our Abuja master plan. And people are now saying, okay, we have to stop this distortion of Abuja plan, master plan. Yeah, angry. So, the press, even if you are paid, also have conscience. This story I'm carrying, am I right? Am I correct? Is it true? No investigative journalism. Nobody does that again. Nobody reads. Go and find out what is the situation. What happened? Before you come and feed lies to members of the public. Go and ask what happened. What are the facts? Stop this because you have a platform. You talk anyhow. You talk anyhow. I'm not this kind of person that, if you like, carry from 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. waste your time, discuss about weekend. Yeah, we'll see your time. Because I won't even bother myself. I felt my conscience is clear that I'm doing the right thing. I will do it. If it will cost me my job, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm happy if I'm living till I'm living that I did the right thing. It's okay. Did I perform? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Will you still remember me? Yes. Yes. I will continue to step on toes. Well, your people have given them notice of 2 weeks. Is it not correct? President appealed. We should extend. We extended. We extended. We extended. We extended to almost going to 1 year now. Tomorrow, now, when you want to enforce that, they will go and bring military. Is that the way we continue to run a place, to continue to behave? Now you won't go and pay. By the time the authority go and enforce now, it's this house belongs to one man who was the former chief of this. Therefore, he cannot enforce. Oh, this one belongs to one former retired judge. Therefore, you cannot enforce. But I can enforce the one that's nobody's own. That is, nobody knows this man. You can enforce rules. But you, because you are former this, the law does not come to where you are. And so you can wake up in the morning, send your boys, beat up government officials. I will sit there in my office that are beating my own government, my own officials. So what about you in that office? You have no respect for government officials. All you are talking about is a commission person. These people did not rise to directorship level. You are beating them, pushing them away. Instead of people to ask questions, you say, oh, Wike did this. Wike, president sack Wike, like this. Even if you sack Wike today, will you stop people from carrying out their functions? Are you beating government officials because it's Wike? Are they Wike's children? Are they private people? If any minister will come here and sit down and shut his eyes and allow illegality to continue, to bring back a city that Nigerians or the world is thinking that should be like other cities. Okay, let it be so. But me, I don't agree. Far, and I will not accept it. The right thing must be done. They were praising me high. It is good you stop the police from doing this. It's good though. It's good to stop police from building. It's good. But it's not good to stop a private individual who is carrying government land, who has no approval of building. That one is not good. But it's good that you say police don't do this and police stop. But a private individual, due process should have been followed now. He shouldn't have gone there. What will I do? I will stay in my office. You are kicking my official staying here. I shouldn't go there. So before you carry whatever you want to carry, go and investigate. Go to them. Can you give me the documents here? Yes, don't know that they have been trying to see how they can connive with officials of government in the land development country. We know. We know. But it has failed. It has failed. If you're a former chief of naval staff, at that level, you have a problem. Does common sense not dictate to you? Let me see that, minister. No matter how difficult I am, no matter how, at that level, why will I not listen? The only thing I can tell you, yes, but we won't go in this way. I don't want to set a precedent. I cannot see the way we will go about it. That's the way things are done. Civilized society, that's how we don't do things. Not because you are this, and then begin to beat everybody that comes. So, you know, this society can't grow like that. It cannot grow like that. It cannot grow that. It cannot grow like that. Let's call a spade a spade. When you go back home, reflect, ponder over it. Am I right in what you are doing? You go and pay people, write something. Some of them said there are some lawyers from Lagos. Some said there is this from this. I said, if you like, write everything you can write. It will not change me. I will do that my conscience tells me, and what I know is the law. Read the Professor Sebastian Holmes write-up. What he said. He said, look, Supreme Court has said severally that you obey order does not mean you obey illegal order. No. You are told to obey legal things. Order, that's what it is. So if because you are a security aide to former president or ambassador, then you now say, go and shoot this person. Then you carry gun. I was told to go and shoot you. You shoot. You kill him. Because he's order. Who does that? And then you think you will not be charged for murder because former head of state go and shoot him. You will not. You know, Chief, I know this order is illegal though. If I do this, it's a murder of committed. People have had problem of land. They have come to us. We have tried to resolve it one word. But don't use intimidation. Don't weaken government. You cannot weaken government. Because when we allow this now, others will follow suit. And then they will say, when it happened to that place, what did you do? And your question, you say, well, it's correct. What did I do? So, gentlemen, I have respect for the military. I will continue to respect them. I know what the decision stands for. I'm not a fool. I went to school. So anybody trying to bring collision there to say, oh, it's having problem with the military. It's not correct. I don't have problem with the military. I don't have problem with the military. And I will not have problem. But why will I have problem with the government? I'm government. I don't know government of, I don't know decision, or government decision. Yeah. Why should I have problem with military? I don't have. And I will not have. If military, we are having problem with military, I know we are Toronto. If I go to Chief of Defense Staff, I go to Chief of Army Staff, or Chief of Naval Staff, or Air Force, or Chief of Defense Intelligence, I go to President. I said, Mr. President, see, we're having problem with the military. I will do that. But it's a private individual. How many people will I run to? If you have problem with us, I run to President. If you have problem, I run to President. If you have, I run to President. Who does that? So all I will be telling President every day, this individual is having problem with us. This individual is having problem. Then President will not have any job to do that. So I don't have problem with the military. There's nothing like that. But I should also be respected as a representative of Mr. President. If a minister has come, this and say, the younger, I was the one who said, where is the officer? I was the one who said, where is the officer? I was not to look. This shouldn't be. Do you have documents? You don't have. Do you have video approval? You don't have. So what is the problem? We should allow lawlessness to continue. Okay. If this is what we want, but not while I'm sitting here, when I go, you can allow that to happen. My conscience will not allow me if I'm enforcing rules, order to other people. Then I'll begin to say, this man, no, don't go there because he was former this, he was former that. Nobody does that. So those who are writing, who are talking junks, go and find out what really happened. Some people say, I said the boy, you're a fool. What I meant was this. You cannot be carrying out an illegal order. That's what I meant. I didn't say military are a fool. I couldn't have said that. I couldn't have. I know the role of the military. The role they have been playing in this country. What they have passed through in fighting insurgents and terrorists. There's nobody. And I have always given my support to security agencies. As I came as FCT minister, go and see their security list. Go and see what I provided for them to fight and do their work. So if I know that, why would I say it? It's not true. But you, what you are doing, you are not doing what you are taught as an officer. The mere fighting an officer does not mean that if you do what is wrong. It's like a professor in the university who will not allow young girls to rest, or we will not allow people every time bring money for this and that. Then when I see that professor, I will tell that professor, you are not supposed to be a professor at all. Even those who say you're a professor must be questioned. How did they give you? Because you are carrying out something that's not expected of you. It's not expected of you. So, I hope you will go and report us well. You won't go and cut off what part of what I said and join it to another old this thing. Because that's what you will do now. Tell your bosses to go and read and do what they call investigative journalism. Not the anything you see, you just carry. I cannot be. Even when I was a governor. You remember when a woman was adopted by the security in River State? I left my house as a governor. I went there and said, you can't do this. Can you adopt a woman by this hour of the night? When Justice Liban was to be adopted by the security, midnight, I went there. I said, no, you can't do this. The present DG today was the director of SSS then in River State. I said, no, you can't do this here. As a governor, so that time I did well. He didn't talk about security if they have shot you. Because I went to defend a woman, I was right. Oh, he did well. He was defending a woman. It's not to do with a woman. It has to do with what you are doing is not right. You cannot, I can't be a governor, see where you have gotten a judge in the night. And why can't you arrest this man in the daytime? What is wrong? Well, why night now? Look at the time. I refuse it. And I cannot be sitting as a minister. You are beating up government officials, harassing them. I said, no, let me say, if it was military, that's okay. Let me call the chief of defense staff. Let me call the chief of naval staff. This is a private individual now. He's a private person. Well, once you are retired, you say you're a private person. You're a civilian. That does not mean the ability will not accord you the respect or the entitlement. You must subject yourself to civil rules. Even as military, you subject yourself. Not to talk about when you have left the military. You must subject yourself to civil rules. Nobody is above the law. The law does not know Mr. A or Mr. B. The law is no respecter of anybody. So people should learn that and not to begin to bring emotions writing this, because I have told people that any day I wake up, they didn't call my name, I know something's wrong somewhere. It tells me I've not done well. If you're a leader, if you occupy a position, nobody is talking about you, then something fundamentally wrong. Not to talk about this kind of position where a lot of interest is there. We must talk about you every day. They must. So if I wake up, there's no story against the Minister of FCDA, then something fundamentally wrong. After all, even as the people who are working with you, like the mandate secretaries and coordinators, some of you, it's not everybody that does, what you know. Some people still sabotage your efforts. It's like that in government. You take decisions that some people are not happy. I know what they say at the back. I know. But it's because I'm used to it. I don't bother myself at all. I don't. I know what people do against me at the back. Even those who are working with you, I know. But why would I bother myself? Because that is the way it is. Even those who work with president, when you hear some people make some comments at the back, you laugh. But what is your business? Because you cannot satisfy everybody. You cannot satisfy everybody. You take decisions that some people don't like. But that's the way it is. So, I wasn't brought here to be yes. No, I will not do that one. I'm here to step on your toes, to step on people's toes, to do the right thing. Every day, this one wants this land. Every day, this one. Every day, this one. Even the green area, they want to take everything, convert it to building. I mean. So if we do that, what's the beauty of Abuja again? Everywhere green, convert it. Give me that. Give me this. The Minister of Education just left me now. It has, I think now. You want me to do this? We have been the approval of something. Everybody will write, we want to build this. It's not correct, they're not building anything. The moment you leave office, they apply for conversion. They apply for conversion. They apply for conversion. Oh, give us 200 hectares of land. We go. We pay compensation to the villagers. Build something you won't build. Later, you convert and begin to plow their land and sell. We are driving the villagers out. What kind of system is that? What kind of system is that? I want to do agric. Where is agric? Where is the farm? Then later you apply to the minister that has come. Convert it from agric to private residential. Then you go and sell to people in an estate. Then you make money. The villagers will pursue them. Government has lost their land. I mean, it doesn't make sense. You say, oh, you want to make a garden here, you want to do this. Government's okay, no problem. We'll give you. Do the garden. After about 2 years, you apply. Conversion for your change of use. You know what you call it? Data like change of use. It's no longer park. First of all, you apply. I want this as park, recreation center. No, nothing recreation, nothing. Doing nothing. They become land speculators and sell it. So if you know that, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. So thank you. So Director of Land and there was the development control. Later, you go and give them the fact, give them the document, and tell the world there's no land that belongs to the military that you are fighting. It's an individual who owns land and who say he owns the land, which is not correct. Okay, even if you say he owns, there's no approval for the